Hello everyone, and today it is out with the old way of planting and in with the new. In the past, water jet has been used to cut through metals, but what if they were used to cut through soil? This incredible idea, founded and created by Greg Butler from Australia, is a great new no-till solution on how we can plant our crops in Canada. So what this technology is the replacement of a coulter. In agriculture, a coulter can be easily found on a vast variety of different implements. It is a sharp knife, disc, or cutting tool that is attached to a variety of different implements, and it is used to turn the soil or create an opening for seed or fertilizer. So what is wrong with a coulter is that it is a form of tillage, and tillage is a manipulation of soil to a desired condition by mechanical means. This mechanical manipulation can lead to a very large variety of consequences to a farmer's field, as well as its plants, with such consequences being erosion and climate change over time. The solution to this growing concern is to adopt water jet technology, which is a no-till solution. So quickly, what is no-till? No-till farming is a farming practice where the soil is minimally disturbed from planting to harvest. During the planting process, holes are drilled into the soil, or in this case, a trench is made with the water jet, where the seed will be planted and then covered up. This method leaves ground surface intact along with the residue from the previous crops. To Canadians, this technology would be extremely beneficial as we try to make agriculture more sustainable and preserve the land we need to produce our field crops in. The main intriguing components of this system to Canadian farmers would be 1. That it effectively eliminates soil erosion due to the no-till practice. The leftover crop residue would drastically increase the water infiltration and retention of the soil. On top of that, it would require less labor and the soil compaction would be less than conventional tillage, as no-till requires just a single pass to plant the ground. Let's now hear from Greg Butler himself to learn how this technology truly works.
So in effect we have a liquid. Now that can be water, but we've also used a lot of UAN as an aqueous solution, so it can be a fertiliser solution as well. In effect that goes into the pump and is pressurised up to about 50,000 psi. That's about 3,800 bar, and it comes through a jewelled orifice, so that's like a nozzle effectively. It's about between 7/1000 of an inch to 10/1000 of an inch, depending on how much you want to cut. And that pressure is turned into velocity. So at the point where the liquid's actually coming out of the nozzle, it's coming out at several times the speed of sound. And it basically just slices through the residue. What I like about it, I guess, is the technology itself in terms of making that pressure is off-the-shelf technology from 30 years old. We don't have to reinvent that. It's really about the ground engagement tools and getting that cutting right. We've spent a fair bit of time trying to increase the efficacy of the tool. So when we first started cutting, we weren't getting great results. But since then, we've been able to probably 3 times the cutting power for the same size nozzle. So
hopefully now you can all see how truly innovative and interesting this technology is. So now the question is, how do we get this to Canadian farmers? I think that the most practical way to market this product would be to enter into a licensing agreement, either with a Case IH or John Deere or another large equipment manufacturer who already has an established customer base within this industry. Another good idea would be to offer a retrofit kit. This is an idea that Greg Butler had. It is a more cost-effective way for farmers to install this technology on their pre-existing equipment. So hopefully you guys are able to learn something today, and hopefully in the near future you will be seeing this technology all across the country.